school friend of mine gave this story I wrote to her dad, who works in the movie business. He read it and passed it along to this producer, Harry Spears. Guess what? The guy called me and asked me to come to his office. I could have died. My mom wanted to go along, but I thought this would be juvenile, so I went alone. His office was on the top floor of this high rise. The view was awesome. The furniture was totally modern, futuristic. It looked fantastic. But you couldn't sit on it. His secretary told me to wait and gave me a glass of Avian with a lemon wedge in it. It was really cool. I felt totally Hollywood. Finally, after about 20 minutes, she takes me into Mr. Spears' office. When he got up from behind his desk, I couldn't believe it. He was just as tall, sitting down as he was standing up. He was even shorter than my brother, Harold, who's a runt. He shook my hand and told me to sit down and was real nice. He kept calling me kid. He said he thought my story was good and very original. He asked me how I felt about working with a professional screenwriter and sharing credits. I told him this would be cool. Then he tells me about some changes they'd like to make. Like, instead of having the main character be a cheerleader, have her be a drug addict who goes up with a basketball team. I told him this wasn't exactly what I had in mind. When I told him I thought way too many movies showed the bad sides of kids and were too violent, I could tell he didn't like it. He said they made movies for the market and that this is what kids today were into. I told him I wasn't sure, that I'd have to think it over. And I have. I'd be embarrassed to be a part of junk like that. I think I always will be. Thank you.